Yeah. So I guess most of the people have not joined. Okay, let's start. Okay, let them join. So till yesterday, sorry, Mr. joined yesterday's class. Okay, and before the yesterday, what we discussed about the SAP and SAP CPI. Okay, so what SAP CPI will does and what SAP will do. These are all the details we have checked it. Okay, so today I'm going to show you the BTP cockpit tool. Okay, so which is related to the SAP has provided one platform to the multiple applications. So in this platform will be used to host the multiple applications like a BTP technology platform. So let me share my screen. I will show you. So till yesterday, so we have discussed this is how the SAP transfer the data to SAP to non-SAP systems, and the same as non-SAP to SAP system also data will be transferred depending upon the business requirement. Okay. So while transferring the data, we can do we can transfer the data without any modifications, and even we can modify the data as well. So in the like in the modifications, we'll get data modifications like data format modifications will come, and the data level also we can do some of the additions and uh, some of the fields we can remove it from the source structure as well. We can remove it. Okay, so this is what we discussed, and even we can add any extra data into the flow between the sender and receiver. Between the sorry, between the sender and receiver, we can add extra receiver to get the data also. So while sending it to the data, we can add these two messages together, and we can send it to the receiver as well. So this is how in the CPI we can do the modifications. Okay. So, but before going to CPA, so we want to know one platform called Business Technology Platform. So BTP, we call it as a BTP cockpit. So in the BTP cockpit, actually the integration suite and other applications also hosted. So we need to first know about the BTP cockpit. Okay, what BTP will do. So BTP is nothing but a business technology platform. So business technology platform is nothing but a one landscape. Okay, one landscape they are going to BTP is going to create give us. So in that platform we have a different segment of applications will be hosted. Okay, it's related to database and management and analytics and application development and integration and intelligent technologies. These are all the different four kind of segments we have in the BTP cockpit tool. Okay, so these are all the different, right? So what is the difference between these all this? Okay, so database. So database is nothing but a whenever you see any phone or any laptop, right? It's having a hard drive storage. In your mobile also you can see the internal storage and external storage, some kind of storage you can see it, right? So same like in the BTP also we have a cloud applications, cloud databases we have. So that will be handled by the SAP, and some of the SAP and some of the non-SAP databases also we have. So we can link it to the BTP cockpit room. Okay. So this is not our activity. So first of all, this is not our activity. We will not handle anything in the BTP, but we want to know the process of how BTP works. Okay. So that's why we are going to discuss this. Okay. So we have a databases. So what type of databases we have? SAP HANA, SAP Cloud, Data Intelligence, Master Data Governance, SAP Adaptive Server Enterprises. So these are all the different segments they have in the BTP cockpit tool, but we are not going to use anything. So there will be a different team, so they will take care of it. Okay, so we have a database and management team also we have, and the analytics. So in the analytics is nothing but the maintenance of the reports and uh, uh, all the details it needs to be analyzed, right? So that will be a different team will be handled. SAP Analytics Cloud and Data Warehouse Cloud. And these are all the different segments we have in the analytics. Like it's like a maintenance, it's like a inventory maintenance team like that. Okay, so they will work this. And our part is we need to get a scope onto this application development and integration. So our application CPA application will come under this segment. The third segment, our CPA will come under. Okay, so here we have a SAP integration suite, SAP extension suite, SAP process orchestration, SAP app Giver, SAP process automation. So these are all the different segments we have in the integration development application. Okay, so here we are going to discuss only about this integration suite. Okay, so here we are going to discuss only about this integration suite. So this is only the one platform, sorry, one application we are going to use it in the PTP cockpit. So remaining all right, so it's not for us. So it was developed by some other teams. Okay, so like us, right? So we have different teams also. They will handle. They have their own application, so they will work on their own application. Okay, and we have a intelligence technology also. So here also we have a different automation process will be worked actually. Okay. So this is how the BTP cockpit tool is there. So in the BTP cockpit is a platform to host the application in this platform, like a cloud-based applications and what are the cloud-based application, right? It will be hosted in it, but it needs a platform, right? So that's why BTP has given to us to maintain our application and the day-to-day activities. Okay, so this is how the BTP works. Okay, so till now, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, okay, one second. Just a second. Okay. So let me show you how the BTP cockpit tool will look like. Okay. So let me take it first. So in the browser, you need to search for the BTP cockpit. Okay. So then you will get this logo, SAP BTP cockpit. So this is a link we need to open the BTP cockpit. So first, actually, we need an account for this. So whenever you want to access BTP tool or integration suite, we require a account for it, like how you are accessing your Gmail and Facebook account, right? So same like here also we require a account. For that account, we require a subscription. Okay, so based on the subscription, your account will be worked. Okay, so for this is how the BTP cockpit looks like. So okay, here we have to register. Okay, first of all, first term you are going to access it, right? Then you need to register it. But I have an account already. I'll tell you how to uh, subscribe it also. Okay, let me log into this. I think can someone go on mute? Okay, so this is how the account will be there. So here you can see you are able to see the P user. We call it as a P user. In the real time, you will get a S user. So it starts with S. It starts with S in the real time, but in the this personal account only for the trial account, right? So for trial account, you will get the P user. In the real time, you will get a S user. So it will be this user will be provided by the your organization only. Not no need to create in the real time. So for trial version, you are going to create it. The real time, you are not going to create anything. So BTP team and SAP team will create a account for you, S user account for you, SAP account. So they will provide you the S user. Based on that S user, you need to log into your application. For now, you need to create an account for you. Okay. So here we have a four different segments, right? So global account, regional services and notifications. Okay. So here we are not going to do anything. First, we need to go to the your global account. The remaining things we will not touch. Okay. This is not it's not required for you as well. Okay. So in the BTP we have to check something. Okay. So whenever you see here the global account, right? So this global account contains all information about your user and your subscriptions and everything. It will contain it in the global account. So we need to go to global account, and then it will show you actual BTP tool how it look like. So I think it's asking me to recreate it. Okay, so maybe my account has expired, I guess. Yeah, my account got expired, so that's why it's still again taking it to a subscription. Okay. So you can see the region, global account name, and the trial type of the sub account is trial, right? So it's taking the trial account and space and everything. It was taking automatically because it's already created by me, right? So that's why it's recreating in the same, recreating with the same account. Let's see. For now, I have another account, so let me show you it in that. So it will take some time. So I have another account also. So let's see it in this account. So this is also one of the trial account, BTP trial account. Okay. So this is how the trial account works. Okay. So yeah. So whenever you enter a global account, right, it will take you to the global account trial version. Okay, so you need to click on this. Yeah. So this is how the BTP cockpit screen looks. So here we have a different segments we have here, and here we have an account. Let me zoom. So is it clear, right? So this is how the account look like. So here we have account explorer, resource provider, poster, system landscape, entitlements, and security. So these are all the different segments we have under this, and we have a global account also. So the account which is creating here, right? This account is this. Okay, this is the account it's going to create. Whenever you are creating new timeline, at that time it will ask you to create a global account. Okay. So here, let me show you what are the things we need to discuss. Okay. So here landscape. So landscape is nothing but for any company. Okay. For any company, if you take any organization, they have their own landscape. Landscape is nothing but how many systems we have in our uh, if you are in a house, right? So what is your house landscape? If anyone asks you to tell me what is your house landscape, or how many rooms your house contains, right? You will say
Hello. Sir, you are not audible to us. Can you
Can you hear me
please?
now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, I think someone has muted me, I guess. Okay. So, so we have a landscapes, right? I'm telling you about your landscape. So you have heard this, right? So I'm telling this home contains three rooms, which is contained we call it as a home. Okay, so let me repeat it. Okay, so okay, let's take any home. Okay, home. Our home contains so three rooms, right? Let's take a three rooms are uh, uh, one children bedroom. Let's take one. Okay, so any home contents like this, okay, they have their four rooms, so we call it as a home, entire thing we call it as a home. Okay, so same like here also, when it comes to landscape to organization, the organization they have different systems. So how like we have a rooms in our home, so same like in the landscape also, in the company also they have their own landscapes. So landscape is nothing but it different systems they have, development system, quality and production systems they have. We entire this scenario, so entire these systems we call it as a landscape. In this landscape, some companies may have three systems, and some companies may have a pre-prod system also. Pre-prod system, pre-production system we call it as it. Okay, so whenever any development comes, right, that needs to be start in the development system. Any testing it's required, right, it needs to be in the quality system. And some companies they have pre-production also, like some companies will do the testing in the pre-production also. And the production is nothing but a go live. So whatever you are using any application in the internet, right, that was in the production environment. Like you are using any banking applications or any online store, any payment related things you are doing it, right. So all are in the production environment. So whatever user can access in the public services, right, so that call it as a production. And below before that, right, any product has developed or any application has developed, it needs a development system, right, somewhere it needs to be developed. So the whatever the development will come under scope, right, that is called as a development system. And when any development completes, it needs a testing. Okay, any development, okay, so any development will come under the development system. And after development, right, it needs to be a tester. Any application has developed or anything has developed, it needs a testing, right. So quality will having the testing quality will help you to test the code or anything, your application or anything, it will be helpful to test. So business means our functional team, and the technical teams will do a testing in the quality system. So quality is nothing but a testing system, and in some cases no, they will use pre-prod also for the testing. Okay, pre-prod also for testing. Okay, so and which is in the go live. Okay, which is in the lively running into the online, right. So this will call it as a production system. Whatever the product has developed and tested complete successfully, it will move to the production. So it will be visible to the customers and the public. Okay, the customers and business team will be promoted it to the users. Okay, so this is how the landscape will work. So in most of the companies they have this three tier landscape. Most of the companies, 90%, they have only three tier landscape. Some companies may have pre-prod, some companies may have their own different landscapes. Okay, so so this is how the landscape is defined. So here also in the BTP, we require three systems, right. So here also they have a BTP account with the landscape details and everything will be maintain it in the system level. So whatever the systems they have and everything, they will maintain it here. This is not our activity. We just need to know what this things contains. Okay. So here we have one sub account, right? So I have only one sub account. That's why it's creating this. If you have any other system also, you can add here the system type, name, and everything. You can add and you can create it. But this is not recommended for me. It's not useful for us because we are not going to do anything in the BTP cockpit level. So whatever we do it in the CPI cloud integration suite only. Okay, only for our knowledge purpose we are I'm just giving the brief about this BTP cockpit tool. Okay, so this is how the landscape will work, and formattation is not required, only these systems are required. And entitlement, this is the important question. Okay, so entitlement is nothing but it's like a subscription. Okay, whenever you create any sub account, if you see, this is your, okay, this is your sub account. For this sub account, I have shown you these things, right? So here we have a multiple segments are involved here, right? You can see data management and analytics and application data integration and integration, sorry, intelligent technologies. We have different segments of applications, and we have different applications as well into the segments, right? So in these segments, what you need, like example, for our case, we require integration suite. So then you need to subscribe to your account, your BTP account. So for this, what we need to do is we require a entitlement. We required a entitlement for the entity. We call it as this. These are all call it as a entities. These are all call it as a entities. The different applications we call it as a entities in the technical terminology. Entity is nothing but an application, non application. Okay, so these are all entities we have in the BTP cockpit tool. So but our case we require only integration suite, right? So first we need to entitle, like we have to enable the services for this and integration suite. So that will come under entitlements. Okay, so this is how the entitle is nothing but a subscription of your required application. For that you need to subscribe with the entitlements. Okay, if you see, we have entitle entity assignments. Okay, so for now we don't have any entitlements here, and the service elements also we don't have because it's already subscribed. So that's why it's not showing here. Okay, so you can see these are all the different entitlement. Already these are available services. Available services is nothing but already subscribed for us. Okay, in the free trial account we have limited services, so that's why it's not showing any other assignments. Okay, so for now we have already assigned some services. These are all the different services. You can see ABAP environment, ABAP alert notification, API management. These are all the different application will support. So here we have a Cloud Foundry runtime. This is actual our application. Okay, so Cloud Foundry, I'll tell you, I'll going further, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is our application runtime, and we have SAP runtime as well. Yeah, integration suite. This is our application integration suite also, and we have some more. Yeah, SAP business process. Yeah, so these are all the, yeah, this runtime. Okay, so these for now we require these access SAP runtime integration and integration suite, and Cloud Foundry services, Cloud Foundry runtime. So these are all the main things we need to check it whether is it entitled to our IDs or not. Entitlement is nothing but a subscription. Whether is it subscribed to our account or at our BTP account or not, we need to check that. Okay, we are not going to anything. If it is not subscribed, we need to add that. Okay, we need to search for here. Okay, actually it's not showing here, so I'll show you in the services. Okay, in the account level you need to enable that. Okay, so this is how the entitlement will work for the subscriptions for our integration suite. Okay, and coming to the security, so security is nothing but a like you have if you are using any application, right? It needs a username and password. So for that, it requires some security things. So others can't access your account, right? So for that, you need a username and password. For that, you require some roles as well. Okay. So this is how the users will be maintained and the security details will be maintained. Okay. So example, let's take your mobile. Okay. So we have in mobile, somewhere you have a guest user account. Okay. Whenever you enable the guest user, so if you want to give your phone to someone, you just enable the guest user and give it to them. So they can't access your personal accounts, right? So personal files and they can't access it, right? So same like here also, we have a default user. So one user will be created by the BTP team to your ID. So you may have different roles. Like example, you can have only limited services, and some person you have another person. Let's say X person is there in our organization. So X person will have only view access to the integration suite. Only view. He can able to. He's working only in support. So he required only the view access to the integration suite. In the integration suite, he can able to see what are the application they have and everything he can see, but he can't edit it because it has assigned a few roles to him. But when it comes to your ID, you are a developer. You are working as a developer, so you need a edit option. You need to edit something. You need to add. You need to create iFlows. So these activities you need to perform, right? So for that you need a edit option, right? The edit related access things, everything will be created and assigned to you in this screen only. Okay, you have a user. In the user, we have a role. So if you click on this right arrow mark, okay, if you click on this right arrow mark, it will take you to the overview and role collection. So here we have a role correction tab, and here we have a global account administrator and global account viewer. We have a two roles here. Whenever any user is there for the support activities, then this global account of viewer will be assigned, and whenever you are a developer, then this role will be assigned. And they have some custom roles also. So they will create, BTP team is different, so they will create a custom roles also for you. So depending upon the role, you are able to access your account based on the services you have. Sorry, based on the roles which you have. Okay, so this is how the roles and the security part will be maintained, and what are the roles we have and everything, it will be here. We have a administrator account roles and the viewer roles, right? So these are all the roles we have, and trust configuration is nothing but some of the security things here also. So here we, instead of using a manual role, right? So here we have a certificate based connections also, we can enable it. Okay, so this is how the security things will be maintained. So do till now, do you have any questions on it?
No, sir.
Okay, and one more thing I want to
No, sir.
highlight here, we are not going to do anything in the real time. Just for your idea, what are the options we have in the BTP cockpit tool to know that. That's why I'm just briefing you. Okay. Okay, let me go to our actual account. Okay, so here in the account explorer, we have a sub account. So whenever you want to access your BTP account, you need a sub account. Okay, global account. This is a global account. It's nothing but a landscape. Whenever you have a multiple sub accounts, it's a your landscape. This is for development. And if you have any sub account for the quality also, it will be shown here. Any of for production also, it will show here. So depending upon your landscape, you need to go to your sub account and you need to check what is the subscriptions you have. Okay, so here this is your sub account. Okay, sub account for the CPI, and here we have a tenant ID and sub account ID and sub account domain and region. So where we have installed, while installing it, right, it will ask you for the region also. You can see the region. So this will be selected by us only. While creating the account, we will create it. Okay, so this is how the sub account will be created. One second. So this is how your sub account looks like. So here we have a tenant ID, sub account, and everything, each and every detail. Whenever you are creating it, right? Automatically, this tenant ID and sub accounts will be created. Only the thing is, you need to select the provider and the region. These things you need to select it, and you are selecting the Cloud Foundry environment, right? So this is a Cloud Foundry. So what is Cloud Foundry? So actually, CPI, SAP has providing two type of environments to us. Okay, earlier we have a CPI Neo, and now we have CPI Cloud Foundry. So these two are the environments provided by the SAP. One second. So we have SAP CPI Neo CF. CF is nothing but a cloud. Okay. So SAP has given two environments. Okay, so one is Neo and Cloud Foundry. So in the initial stage, when like SAP has introduced this uh, cloud-based application, right? At that time, they have given this Neo as a beta version. So in the Neo, they have same. It's look like same how our integration should currently look like. Right? So same like it has looks like, but the differences is so Neo has some limitations to the access databases. So it has not handled by the public database like we have AWS server, Amazon Web Services server, and some of the different servers we have. But a Neo application we don't have a capability to handle that. Okay, so because of that, customers are not taken the Neo accounts frequently, and most of the Neo accounts are not taken by the customers. They have used their own existing application only. So then SAP has thought that if you use a HANA DB itself for our Neo services, then it's a problem for us. So that's why they introduced a Cloud Foundry account again. This is the Cloud Foundry new account. So in the Cloud Foundry, what the difference is? It can handle any type of servers. Like we have a Amazon Web Services, right? Amazon Web Service and AWS Azure servers we have. These are all the cloud servers. It will be. It's like a data center. So somewhere in the data center, the data will be maintained and it will be collected through a public services. Call it as a AWS server, Amazon Web Services, Azure services. So these are all the different services we have. For that, Neo can support. Sorry, for that Cloud Foundry can support. Neo has not don't have a capability to support that application. So that's why SAP has added a new Cloud Foundry services to this, and it have a runtime environment. Okay, Cloud Foundry having the runtime. So runtime is nothing but a real-time data. Like example, if you see your clock, it's continuously running, right? When 1 second move, 2 seconds moves, automatically um, the seconds dial also move, right? So same like whenever you receive the data, the same time the data will be transferred to the third party. It's like a runtime. So for that we require a runtime environment. So Cloud Foundry will run on the runtime environment, which is easy and accessible to the customers. So that's why most of the companies are using Cloud Foundry for now. Earlier, they used some of the companies they used Neo version. So later they migrated it to a Cloud Foundry as well. Okay, they have two applications. It has provided by the SAP, so that's why based on the customer dissatisfaction and some of the issues, they have moved it to Cloud Foundry. Okay, so for now we are using a Cloud Foundry for our account, so that's why it's showing a Cloud Foundry environment. We are using a Cloud Foundry environment. Whenever you use a Neo account, then it will show you the Neo environment here. Okay, so both will be the same. There is no differences. Only the server it can access it, right? Amazon Web Services and AWS services and Azure services. So that will be not a capability to the newer environment. So that's why SAP has introduced a Cloud Foundry account. In the Cloud Foundry, we have a runtime environment. Based on the runtime, the messages will be transferred in the real-time basis. Within the fraction of seconds, we will receive it. Like whenever you send any message in the WhatsApp, right? If the other person is available, the message will be delivered immediately. Okay, so and you will see the two write marks in your once the message is delivered, right? So same like here also it will run as a runtime environment. You can see the real time data transfers. Okay, so for that we require a create spaces. For that we require a space, right? So runtime environment will not store any data, but it needs a some limited space to run the messages. Like example, if you open any file or any message in your any application in your mobile, it will be stored in the backend. You can access it. It's like a, when you hold your phone, the back button, some button you will hold it, right? Automatically it will take you what are the apps you have opened in your mobile, right? So same like in the Cloud Foundry runtime also will store some data, temporary data into the runtime cache level. For that, we require a space. So that spaces will be created in the Cloud Foundry environment. The space will be used for the runtime cache updates. If you see any browser history, if you see history, it will show you the whatever till now we have accessed, right? It will store some history for it. So it needs some temporary storage to store this history, right? So for this we require a storage. So in the mobile also, whatever the apps you use, it will store in the backend level. So you can access it directly when clicking in the home button or something, you will get it back, right? So same like here also, we required a space, so limited space. Depending upon the space, the runtime cache will be stored in the spaces. Okay. So this is how the space will be required for the runtime environment. So once the cache is updated and cleared, automatically the data will be cleared out here. It will not store. It's not a permanent storage. It's just a temporary storage. We are not storing any data in the CPI because we don't have an option to store data in the CPI, because we have a limited storage as provided by the SAP depending upon the subscription plan. Okay, we have three subscription plans: basic, and medium, and some other we have. Okay, I guess extra some extra something we have. Okay, full access. Let's take full. Okay, so we have three type of subscriptions. We have basic. Basic is nothing but we will get only basic subscription parts. Like whenever you take any basic subscription, right, it will be used only for the one user, and only you can see if you take any Netflix account, if you are taking any basic account, right, it will be visible only for the one account. One user can access at a time, and you will get only ultra HD videos. You can see it. You can't see 4K and 8K videos. You can't see it in the basic, right? The same like here also. Whenever you take any subscription, any type of subscription, they have their own limitations. If you take a basic subscription, this have a certain limit of messages will transfer. Okay, like limitation 1 lakh messages or 10,000 messages, it has a limitations. And if you take the medium also, we have a limited subscription. Let me show you the subscription. Subscription model. Yeah, you can see we have three types, and the last two are the same. Somewhere we have subscription. Yeah. Okay. You can see these are all the subscription plans we have. Okay. So these are all the three integration subscriptions we have. If you see the pricing for suit starter edition, starter is nothing but a basic. So here we have a one tenant will be provided per year, and we have a duration between 3 to 36 months. The account validity will be 3 to 36 months, and it's auto renewal, and it's have prerequisites also. You can see features included application and 50K messages per month. Only 50K messages per month we can transfer it using the basic account. And we have a 3,200 plus pre-built applications has provided by the SAP, and it have a limited 10 custom iflows. Only 10 custom iflows we can create it. Remaining we require to use a standard ones only. Custom is nothing but we need to create a manually you need to create a custom one. Okay, these are all the limitations we have. Okay, if you just go through with this subscription plan. Okay, and when it comes to medium, right, integration standard edition, so here we have a price will be increased, and the features also will be increased. Okay, so here also we have end-to-end API lifecycle management. We have it's included different segments, and yeah, so there is no data limits here. Okay, there is no data limits here, but when it comes to this, right, it having 50K messages per month, it's have a limitations. And here we will get one tenant account, I guess. I think we will get only one tenant account for the standard as well. Okay, and when it comes to premium edition, so premium edition will get most of the things we will get it. So we'll get four tenant accounts. So four tenant is nothing but a four hotel landscape we can use it, and four tenant edge integration cells. We have 10 million messages per month. 10 million messages we can transfer it per month. Okay, so this is how based on the subscription, the services will be provided by the SAP. So that's why actually these things will be taken care by the architect team. Okay, architect team will get the required details from the business, and they will suggest the suitable subscription plan to the customer. Like a company, they will provide you. Like example, they tell we have a 2 lakh messages per month, and we have only required a few limited editions. I want to transfer only data from one system to another system. That's it. My requirement is this. I don't want to any APIs, any extra features. I don't want. Then they can go for the standard edition. So why can't spend this much of money for the premium account, right? So that's why they require this. But we have additional plan also, top up. Top up also we have if you have taken standard edition. But sometimes no, the messages count will be increased. Such times you can use a top up as well. Additional messages charges also you can opt it for 1 month or 2 months. Okay, this will be give additional 1 lakh transactions per year. Okay, you can use this, you can subscribe. Like example, if you are using a mobile data, in the mobile data we have a 2 GB based on your plan. They have given 2 GB of the data storage. So if the 2 GB has completed, then you will opt it for the extra data, right? So one day 1 GB data, 2 GB data, how you opt it, right? So same like here also, you have taken a standard edition, but you required a more limited more services from the SAP to access more messages, right? Such cases you can opt additional messages plan also. It's like a additional data plan, you can add it for your existing plan. Okay, this is how the subscription will be taken care, and this will be handled by the integration. So thus everything will come under the spaces and everything. Space management and memory management based on your subscription, you will get the spaces and everything. It will be provided by the SAP. Okay. So this is how all about your sub account. And under the sub account, we have discussed entitlements, right? So here we have what are the subscriptions we have. Okay, here you can see we have this many plans. Okay, so here you can see we have a services, Cloud Foundry and HTML application connectivity security. So same like before the screen we have seen, right? Same like here also we have some services. The services is nothing but a Play Store, Play Store or Apple Store in your mobile. So if you want to install any app, you require a you require a service marketplace, right? So SAP BTP is also providing you the service marketplace here. So in the service marketplace, you need to opt the required application. So here we have a different application I told you, right? Different applications we have. So whatever you need to subscribe it that to your account. So that will be taken care, that will be handled in this service marketplace. Service marketplace is nothing but a Play Store and Apple Store in your mobile. So there you will install the application, right? So here also you need to install the application. Okay, if you take Cloud Foundry runtime, if you click on this and if you create it, the Cloud Foundry runtime will be created because it's already created, no need to create it again. So this is how you need to create it. Whatever you need to access it. Okay, connectivity services, SAP runtime. So these are all the different services we have. If you want to create it, you can create it. We have integration suite also. It's already subscribed, so that's why it's not showing it. Okay, and if you see, you can create these services also. You can create it. Okay, these are all the different subscriptions we have. So in for now, we require only integration suite because we need to check on the integration suite only. So that's why we require integration suite here. Okay, and if you want this also, you can subscribe it. SAP runtime also, you can subscribe it. This will be created by the instances. Okay, if you see, I'll show you this instance as well. Okay, so this is how the service marketplace will be there to subscribe the required applications to your BTP account. And if you see instances and subscriptions, so this will show you what are the subscriptions you have updated. Okay, so we have an integration suite which are already subscribed, and the instances. So runtime environment, I shown you runtime process, runtime integration, right? This will help you to run in the runtime basis. Runtime is nothing but it will store some data in the real time basis. It will show you. So this is also created. And we have an environment. So which environment we are running? Cloud Foundry environment. So that environment is also created for our BTP account. These are all the 3 steps we need to do to access our integration suite. Okay. First, you need to enable the Cloud Foundry services to your BTP account and your global account. And under the Cloud Foundry, you need to add an integration suite. Okay, this is a step. First step, this one. First, you need to enable your Cloud Foundry. Then, second step, you need to enable the integration suite for it. After enabling this, right, you need a runtime environment for that. So that's why you need to create an instance with a runtime environment. Okay, instance is nothing but a landscape. If you have a different 3-tile landscape, then you need to enable the 3 runtime processes for each environment. Like example, if you take, we have a development system. So for development system, you require a one instance, and quality system we require a one instance, and production system we have a one instance. Okay, depending upon your landscape, you will get the instances, different instances, and the runtime process also will be different. So this will be connected to your landscape directories. Okay, so this is how the instances and subscriptions will work. So in the services, we have a service marketplace. Service marketplace is nothing but a Play Store and Apple Store. It contains the applications. Whatever you want, you can subscribe the application. In the real time, it will be a charge basis. So that's why you need to opt with the limited services. Whatever you need, only those services you need to only those services you need to opt it. Okay, and the instance and subscriptions, it will show you what are the services you have already subscribed. Those details it will show here. This is how the instance and subscriptions will work. So till now, do you have any questions? So it's a simple one only. Actually, if you get a bit confused or it's new to you, right? So you may get confused. Okay. So going further, you will get an idea. So we are not going to do anything. Only this will be work for the first time only. Whenever you are going to create your account, integration suite account, right? At the time itself, we require this, and we were not going to do anything here. Okay, we are not going to do anything. Only the thing is you need to subscribe it. That's it. Once you subscribe it, right, you can directly access the integration suite. Okay, and let me go to the Cloud Foundry. The second tab we call it as a Cloud Foundry. So what is Cloud Foundry? So Cloud Foundry is nothing but a environment. I told you, right, the spaces and what are the landscape we have, right? This will be the spaces we have. Whatever you create it, right, it will have the limited size. Okay, I can see 0 MB showing for now, but you will get 40 MB or 50 MB. You will get it. Okay, if you want to create it also, you can create it. Let me show you what is the limited sizes. Okay, they will provide you some limited. Actually, they will provide some quota to us. So in that quota only, we need to access our applications. So some 40 MB we will get it whenever create it, right? So we will get some 40 MB something. You will create it. Okay. So for that we have a services and instant space memory. It will be shown here. So for now it was occupied. That's why it's not showing everything is green. Okay. And the space quota. So space quota is nothing but a space management. It's not showing here because we don't have a environments, right? So it's like a free trial account. So that's why we don't have that spaces as well. Okay, if you want to create anything, you can create it, but it needs a database. So it needs to connect to a backend database. Then only the data will be stored it in the databases. Okay, so this is like a space management. Whatever the landscape we have, right, that will be handled in the space and organization level. Services will be maintained here. Okay, no need. This is not required for me, and HTTP5 applications also not required, and we need a connectivity. Okay, so this is be required. So here remaining things will be taken care by the BTPT, and Cloud Foundry is the most important thing we need to discuss about. So what is Cloud Foundry? Okay, so actually you here you can see it's showing because uh, it's already having the Cloud Foundry account, but in the real time you will see in your account you will see like this. I'll show you. It will not show you any Cloud Foundry to you. Let me show you that. Okay, let me go to my account, and here I have a Cloud Connector. Okay, in the Cloud Connector you will see like this. It will show you blank. Okay, any trial account it should be a blank only. So it will not show you anything because in the real time only you will get these Cloud Connectors setup. This will be maintained by the BTP cockpit team. It's admin team, so they will maintain the Cloud Connector. So Cloud Connector will be maintained by using your landscape. Okay, in your landscape, let's see. So what is first we need to check what is Cloud Connector. So Cloud Connector is nothing but a in the name itself we have cloud and connector. cloud and connector. So what is cloud connector means? It will help you to communicate with the cloud application. Okay, we have a two type of systems, right? So one is on-prem application, on-premise application, and one is cloud. We have a two type of application. One is on-premise application, one is cloud application. So on-premise and cloud are in the different locations. So we need to establish a connectivity between these two systems, right? On-premise and cloud application, we require establish connectivity. So without connectivity, we can't able to communicate with the on-premise application, right? So that's why we required a system. We required a connector called cloud connector. So SAP has given a connector called cloud connector. One second. So we have one. This is one of the on-premise application. On-premise application, and we have cloud application. Okay, we have two systems. This, what cloud connector will do is cloud connector will enable the connectivity between on-premise application to cloud application using some connections. It's a vice versa. Okay. So cloud connector will use to communicate with the on-premise application to cloud connector or cloud connector to on-premise application. So it's a vice versa. So for this, we require a cloud connector in between these two systems. This will help you to enable the communication between this on-premise and cloud application. So here what we need to do is, like, we are not doing anything. So BTP cockpit tool will maintain the connectivities like this. You can see the host details and everything, right? You can see it, right? In the real time, same like they will create it. Cloud connector for the sandbox or development system or cloud system, they will create it in the real time. They will show you. This is also trial account. I just created it randomly. This will not work. That's why it's showing as a inactive. Okay, that's why it's showing as a inactive. I just given a randomly, but in the real time you will see the actual cloud connector setup. It will be in the accessible mode. You are able to access the application from the on-premise to cloud and cloud to on-premise. This cloud connector will help you to connect the cloud system and on-premise system. Okay, you need to know this. That's it. Other than this, we are not going to do anything. So here actually the cloud connected setup need to be implemented here by the BTP cockpit team. We are not doing anything. We just use the cloud connected setup to communicate with the on-premise application in our integration suite. That's it. And remaining destinations and everything will be used to communicate with the third-party applications. Like we have like same like a on-premise and cloud application. We have different applications also, right? Third-party application. This is one of the third party, and this is one of the third party, and this is one of the third party application. So cloud system need to communicate with these systems as well, right? The parallelly. So for this, we don't need to create any. If it is cloud, let's take this is in cloud and this is in on-premise application. Okay, so for this we require a cloud connector. Any on-premise system you want to cloud system want to connect it, right? There we require a cloud connector. Any cloud system, any cloud system, there is no required of this cloud connector. Cloud to cloud is not required, and on-premise to on-premise is also not required. But whenever you want to connect to the on-premise applications to cloud or cloud to on-premise application, there we require a cloud connected setup that will be maintained by the BTP cockpit team. You got it? You are clear, right? So whenever you want to communicate with any on-premise application, there you need a cloud connected setup. And whenever you want to communicate with any cloud system, there is no requirement there is no requirement of cloud connector setup. Okay, so how we will connect to the cloud systems? So for this, we require destinations to be maintained. So for this, we require a destination to be maintained. So here we will create a destination. What is the connection type and endpoint URL? So we will maintain it. And if it is an on-premise application, there we need to maintain the on-premise. Whenever you maintain on-premise application, right, it will ask you for the location ID. This location ID will be created under the cloud connector. Cloud connector, like example, if you want to communicate with the SAP on-premise application, so they will give some name for that connection. So that name we need to maintain it here. Then only we are able to communicate with the on-premise application. And whenever you want to communicate directly with the cloud system through internet, then we can use the internet here. Just a second. Yeah. So this is how the destination will be maintained by the BTP team. We are not doing anything. We just want to know that's it. Okay. So they will maintain the connection details of the server and everything. They will maintain it. Okay. So this is how the destination and destinations new and the destination certificate. These are all maintained to communicate with the other third-party systems using our cloud setup. Using our BTP cockpit tool, if you want to communicate with any cloud system or any on-premise system, all the details will be maintained it in the connectivity part. There we will maintain the all the details. Okay. So destination certificate will be used only to maintain the certificates. Okay. So this is how the connectivity part will be there. So here we need to concentrate on the cloud connector because most of the cases we require to enable the connectivity to a SAP application. So SAP application is in the on-premise application. So there we want to communicate with it, right? At that time, we require this cloud connector setup. Okay. So this is how the connectivity will be established in the BTP cockpit tool by the BTP team. This is not our activity. BTP team will take care of you, take care of everything. And even in the real time, you don't have access for these for this BTP cockpit as well. You don't even have the access for this as well. Okay, but you need to know the process, how in the backend it will work. You need to know. Then only if any connectivity required to establish, right, at that time you can guide them and you can tell them to the BTP cockpit team. You can tell them. Okay, so this is how the connectivity will be created. And here we have one more part called as security. So here I told you, right? So we have a roles to be created for our user. So in the earlier, in the previous screen, we have only two roles we have, but when it comes to here, we have multiple roles. Then we have one account here, right? We have multiple roles is required. You can see these are all the different roles we have. So whenever you want to use any cloud character, cloud connectivity destination, and destination administrator, sub account creation. So uh, these are all the details you need. These are all the roles you need. Okay, so whenever you are created any account, right, it will show you first initial screen with the BTP account. Okay, so whenever you create any account, right, it will show you the. Let me take you to the trial account. Okay, so whenever you take any BTP trial account, right, there you have a different roles. Okay, here we have two roles. Showing only one account. Let me add that one as well. Okay, so these two roles you need to assign whenever. Yeah, it's like a new account for me. Okay, so when you log into the BTP account, right, it will show you like this. So there you need to first thing you what you need to do is you need to assign roles here. Okay, so here we have a role collection. There you need to click on this and click on the assign roles, and you need to assign the global account of your role to you. So then this will help you to view and edit the access. Okay. So once you access it, right, so the role will be assigned to your account. After this, you need to go to the global account. There you need to add the remaining roles to your account. So where you will add that under the sub account. Okay. Till now we have assigned the roles under the direct account, BTP account. But now we are going to assign the roles under the sub account. Okay. So here we have a security thing. The same like it will be used to enable the features to your account. Okay. More services it can be enabled to your services. Here you can see business application suite. This will be managed by the administrator. Okay. You just enable all the roles. Okay. You just enable all the roles for now, but in the real time, it will. This is not our activity. This will be taken care by the BTP cockpit. These are all the roles assigned to my ID. You can see now it's not showing anything because it's already assigned to us. Okay. If it is not assigned, then it will show here in the roles collection. Okay, so this is how the roles will be assigned. So depending upon the role, you can access the particular services. Okay, and you can see these are all the different roles we have in our trial account. Okay, so these are all the different roles we have, and these are all assigned to us. Okay, and the same roles we have, and trust configurations and everything will come under security part. Only the thing we need to concentrate on the user account. Under the user account, you need to check the roles, whether the required roles are assigned to you or not. This we need to check. This is the trial account only. In the real time, you will not check this. Okay. And entitlements we already discussed. Whatever the subscriptions you have for this account, right? This will be shown here. Okay, so all the entitlements it will show here. Whenever if you are not seeing any integration suite or anything in the service marketplace, right? At that time you need to go to entitlement and you need to subscribe it to your account. If it is not showing in the service marketplace, then you need to go to entitlements. There you need to search for the edit. Okay, let me check edit. Okay, so there once you edit it, right, it will add service plans, right? So there you can set you can see the all services. What are the services we have in the BTP cockpit tool, right? It will show you all the services. So here sometimes no, the integration suite will not visible in the service market. That integration suite will not visible in the service marketplace. At that time you need to come to entitlement, you need to click on edit and you need to add the services. So here you need to select the integration suite. Okay, you need to select it. It's already updated. That's why it's not showing me to add here. But if it is not updated, then it will show you to add it here. Let me show this. Let me show this. So these are all updated for me, so that's why it's not showing for us. And let's take any other. Okay, let's take. So we have ABAP environment. It is also added alert. Yeah. So it's a trial account. I just upload everything. So that's why it's showing everything here. Some cases we will not get that. I can see all are subscribed for my account. So some cases no, you will not see integration suite. There you need to come to entitlements. So here you need to check that. Here you need to check and you need to subscribe it to your account. Then it will show it in the service marketplace. There you need to install it again. Okay, in the service marketplace, it will show in the screen. So there you need to click on these three dots and you need to create the tag to your account. Okay, so this is how the Cloud Connector BTP Cloud Connector sorry, BTP team BTP cockpit tool will work. Okay. So till now, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
In which form the real-time data is stored, sir, in Cloud Foundry?
In the Cloud Foundry, it will not store any data actually. It store only temporary data. We can't
Yes,
store
sir.
any data in the Cloud Foundry.
So the temporary data in which form, sir? I mean, in the real time.
No, it will not show you. There is
Mhm.
no data form for it actually. So, but we
Okay.
will, but CPA will accept the XML formats only. We can do
Okay.
any modifications, but the SAP's recommended format is XML. But in the cache, right, in the uh, cloud, right, it will not store any data. Okay, we can't check any data.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So, but recommended format is XML for the SAP.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is how the BTP tool will work. Okay. So I'll give you the end-to-end steps for this account creation. So try to create it from your end by tomorrow. Okay. So this is how. The step-by-step guide for you. So here it will show you the. Okay. So this is a step-by-step guide. Okay. You just go through with it. Try to create your free trial account. Okay, try to create a free trial account to your ID, and let's see by in the tomorrow class we'll go for the uh, integration sheet. I'll show you how it look like for now. Okay, I'll show you how it look like for now. You just copy this link, otherwise now the link will be once it's call gets closed, right, the link will be disabled from here. Okay, so first you need to copy this, link it to your personal laptop or somewhere. Okay, then we can see. Okay, let's go to the integration suite. Okay, so this is step by step guide. Okay, let me show you how it looks like. So here you need to go to integration and subscriptions, instance and subscriptions. So here we have a first account, right? So that's why it's not showing. Let me add integration. Let me create integration suite here. So here is integration suite. So it's getting created. Yeah. So now I have integration suite to subscribe. So once you subscribe it, right, you need to click on this link and anywhere you need to click it, it will take you to the go to application. Okay, so it will take you to the application. So there you need to log in. Actually, it will automatically log in, but the account is already long time, right? So that's why it is asking me to relog in again. If you refresh this, right, it will take you to the fresh screen because it's storing in the cache, right? So that's why it got session got expired. So that's why it's taking me to relog. Okay, but it will not ask you to relog in again. Login is. Whenever I subscribe it, right, again it has showing me to add one more role. So I have added that. Let me go to trial account now. I need to correct this. Okay, it's taking me to the wrong direction, wrong ID. Let me show here. Okay, so this is how the integration suite look like. This is our screen. So this is the integration suite. We need to work on here. Okay, for this actually to enable this, right, uh, we need to enable the capabilities for our trial account. First time if you are creating, right, you need to enable this capabilities. Okay, I'll guide you tomorrow, and it is having the step by step process guide also. I have pinged you one link, right? So there you will see step by step process. You just follow that and try to create it. And if you have any issues while creating your BTP account, right, please highlight these questions tomorrow's class so that we'll try to create one of the account in the tomorrow session. Okay. So for now, do you have any questions on the BTP cockpit tool, BTP cockpit?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You just keep in mind we are not going to do anything in the real time in this screen. Our screen will be this integration suite. Here itself we will work. Here we have a discovery design monitoring, right? This we need to know clearly. But this BTP cockpit tool is not required. Only the process you need to know. That's it. And other things will be taken care by the BTP cockpit team. Okay. You just try to create an account, free trial account to your with your mail ID and these things. Okay. Let's see tomorrow. Okay. We'll try to create this trial account tomorrow, and we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.